To my parents of a child with a special need, you matter. Yes, I'm talking to you. And you matter so much more than you'll ever even realize. Now tell me, when's the last time you took a step back to do something that you really enjoyed doing? To take a step back and just breathe. No, I'm not talking about crying in the closet. I'm talking about going out, laughing, and enjoying yourself away from your kids. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be away from your kids all the time, but what I am saying is that self-care is very, very important, especially for our parents of children with special needs. I'm talking about when's the last time you had a moment to yourself where you can laugh, where you could do something to just take you away from everything going on around you and just give you a sense of peace. If you don't know the answer to that question, then you, my friend, are at the perfect place at the perfect time. Thank God this video was made specifically for you. You guys, I know we've all heard the saying, you have to put yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup. And when you're in an airplane, they're like, put your oxygen mask on first before you put on the person's next to you. But as parents and providers of children with special needs, a lot of times it doesn't ever, well, it never works that way. You guys, today I interviewed parents of children with special needs, and I wanted to ask them, why is it that parents feel so guilty when they take a step back, when they go do something that brings them joy, when they go do something that causes them to feel peace or relax or rest? Why do they feel so guilty? Why do they feel like that's not okay? And what do they even like to do for self-care? When's the last time they've done something like this? You guys, I'm really curious to see what they have to say, and I'm ready to get started, so let's go. Oftentimes, parents of children with a special need feel guilty about taking a break or doing something for themselves. Why do you feel like that is?
Because we create a stronger bond. Being a mother, all women, being a mother is just a full-time, challenging experience. But having a special kid with special needs, it's way harder because we think nobody else will understand them the way we do. And if we go away or we separate for a moment with them, I think he's gonna suffer, or the person that is taking care of him is not understanding him as well as I do, and he's gonna get frustrated. He might have a crisis, or he will cry, or he will suffer. It's like I can't just be free and happy without him because I know he might be struggling. But it's something important that moms should do, like trying to take a moment away without feeling guilty. It's hard, but we have to start trying.
Parents of children with a special need often feel guilty about taking a break or doing something for themselves. Why do you think that is?
Well, personally, I feel guilty because I'm leaving him behind. I'm so used to being there with him 24/7, and you feel bad doing something, and you're like, sorry, buddy, you can't come with us. And then you're all like, oh, mom. But for me, it is important to kind of go and be by yourself for at least 5 minutes, even just going to the grocery store and just taking that breather, because there's a lot of stress that comes with it. Doing your hair, just even going and getting a bottle of nail polish and just sitting in your bathroom painting your nails is great. I often like to hide in my closet. It's dark, it's quiet, it's my zen in there, and if anyone sees me in there, they know not to bother me, because that is my place, and I need at least 5 minutes just to get my mind right again.
Parents of children with a special need often feel guilty about taking a break or doing something for themselves. Why do you think that is?
As a parent of a child with autism, the first thing I focused on was mourning my child, and that took a moment. The second thing I focused on was making sure that any interventions or supports that my kid needed were being handled, and that's all I focused on. And I felt guilty if taking time to do my hair or put makeup on, because I didn't have the supports needed for my child. And so I just hit the ground running. It's guilt. It's guilt feeling like you should take care of yourself. You went from mourning your child's diagnosis, at least for me, guilt. It's like I wasted all of this time, and that should be my focus.
Parents of children with a special need often feel guilty about taking a break or doing something for themselves. Why do you think that is?
For me, I think it's because nobody knows her like I do. And I'm afraid if I'm not there, things will get misinterpreted or things may happen. You know, people don't understand her. I know her actions and her behaviors and often what something may mean where someone else doesn't. So I just feel the need to constantly protect. And if I'm not there, I can't do that.
Say hi, Zora. Parents of children with a special need often feel guilty about taking a break or doing something for themselves. Why do you think that is?
Personally, I think it's because you feel like you have to be there for the kids constantly, especially if you have more than one. I have two with special needs and one that doesn't have special needs. So when I'm not catering to the two with special needs, I spend more time with my oldest so she doesn't feel like she's being left out. And on top of that, it's a balancing of time, work, home, and appointments, because there are multiple sessions of therapy and services that are being provided for both of the other kids.
What I used to do for self-care is trying to go to the gym at least 1 hour. If I can go 4 times a week, that's like winning the lottery for me. Or I go swimming if the weather is nice and warm or hot. I like to go water fit. I try to do it by myself if Patrick, my son, is at school. But if I couldn't because I work or whatever, I go in the afternoons with him. And I also enjoy my time with him. It's like I'm taking care of him, but I'm also doing something for me, and we are like together. But the best for me is like going alone early in the morning, nobody in the swimming pool, just listening to the water, to myself, have my moment. It's just a quiet moment, quiet mommy time. That's what I do for self care. Or put him to bed early at night and just watch a movie, take a shower, drink a cup of wine or a cup of coffee, depending at the time.
Well, now that we have nursing covering us 6 days a week, I get to do it daily, whereas before I didn't get to do it at all. And it has definitely made a big difference in just my overall quality of life for myself. If you don't get the chance to do it because you don't have the means, you don't have the friends and family that are willing to, come sit with them for a little bit, if you don't have the nursing hours, you don't have a choice. You have to be there and you have to take care of your kid. In those instances, I would just go and take 5 minutes to myself to just even sit in the bathroom and just either cry or brush my hair, paint my nails, anything like that. It's really important that you get to do that. Often, if the weather was nice enough, I would take him for a walk because you're still getting the exercise. You guys are both getting your vitamin D. You're getting, to be out in the fresh air. So just anything even simple as that makes such a difference in your overall I can't even think of the word.
What do you like to do for self care and how often do you do so?
Well, not very often because somebody has separation anxiety. Um, so it's very rare. One thing, get my nails done, get my toes done. Um, Honestly, just grocery shopping without certain someone is oftentimes self-care, just that 1 hour by myself to clear my mind. Love her to death, but she's a little needy.
Yeah. Anything you got to say to that?
Insulting!
What do you like to do for self care and how often do you do so?
I've learned to do self-care for myself. It teaches the kids that it's important. So I like to read. We do crafts. I do my hair, my makeup, simple things, sometimes just painting my nails. It teaches them that it's important and also gives me some time to myself, even taking a nap if necessary, because there are days where I do need to take that mental break from everything.
Awesome. Thank you. What do you like to do for self care and how often do you do so?
I'm going to be transparent. I did not start practicing self-care until during the pandemic. I ended up in the hospital. I had 5 pounds of blood given to me. I was internally bleeding and I continued to run. I passed out at school, bled out, had to be taken to the hospital. With that loss of blood, my hemoglobin levels was 3.4. That's heart failure. I closed my eyes, and I know it was a few minutes had passed, and I had a real conversation with God. Who's going to take care of the kids if I'm not here? Who's going to make sure Daniel gets his supports? Who's going to make sure Nico is taking his medication? Who's going to take care of David? How am I supposed to serve the families that I do if I'm not here? So God, let's make a deal. You pull me through this, and I will make sure that my family is taken care of. I will spend every moment just focusing on that. But I know I need to take care of myself, so from this point on, that's what I'm going to do. They released me out of the hospital after the blood, making sure I was stabilized. I ended up having emergency surgery on my uterus, and since that time, if it's taking care of my skin, going to get my nails done, I know that I need that time. I need those boundaries for myself. I can't teach my kids boundaries and self-care, and I don't model it myself. So sometimes if it's going out to hang out with my friends that have children with special needs, or even my friends that don't, I make it a point to put in that self-care. It doesn't always have to be nails. Sometimes I'm not going to feel bad about watching some really bad British television, and I'm going to do it. The boys have now learned mommy needs a break, and so they say that, do you need space? I need space. I have a couch in my room, and sometimes I'll just sit in my little corner. If you watch my TikTok videos that I post, or any of the videos that I post with my family, you'll see a background. It's got like an Om symbol, a crystal lamp. That's my bedroom. That's my little cove and corner area, and I'll just read books. I'll just sit there and read a book, and sometimes those books have nothing to do with being a special needs parent or upcoming trends for autism. It's just me reading a book, being a person, a mom. Right now, this would be considered self-care because I'm talking to you, and my son has come out twice. Once to ask for a vacuum that he could have clearly communicated to his brother who had it last, or to talk about a Pokemon card, and I literally had to tell him, personal space please. And he goes, oh, okay. And that's something that I no longer feel guilty about doing. You can't be your best self if you're not taking care of yourself.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but every time I finish listening to these parents, it makes me emotional. Like, I do not have enough setting spray on my face not to cry after finishing these videos, these interviews with these parents. You guys, first of all, I just want to say thank you to every mama who had the courage to get on camera and let me all up in her business so that I can help share your stories with the world, so that I can help educate other parents out there of children with special needs that, hey, you're not alone. If you haven't taken time for yourself, if you find that it's something hard to do, that doesn't make you a bad parent. That doesn't make you crazy. That makes you human. Because as I said, oftentimes as parents and providers of children with special needs, we lack to put ourselves first when we need to be the ones who do it the most. You guys, so many of these moms get burnt out and they get tired. So I actually have a little bit of a surprise in store. Now, I didn't tell them when I was recording their interviews because ruining surprises is absolutely no fun. Oftentimes, these moms that I talk to, they're taking their kids to therapies during the week. Occupational, speech, physical therapy, ABA, and just about everything in between. I'm asking for your help. Yes, my viewers, my friends out there, I need your help. I would like to donate $50 per mom and gas cards with your help to help them get their children to their appointments just a little bit easier. Life's not always perfect, and things are a bit crazy right now. And I want them to know self-care doesn't have to just be a trip to the spa, a facial. I would like to donate these moms a $50 gas card. I'm going to put the GoFundMe link below, and I would love if you guys could donate anything that you have. Whether it's $1, whether it's 50 cents, we will reach our goal eventually. And when we do, I will record a video update surprising each one of these moms because they don't know. You guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're new here, welcome to the Sensory Strut family. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button down underneath this video so that you can be notified every time I post. And if you're one of my oldie but goodies, thank you for coming back and thank you for watching today's video. As always, you guys, I love you so much and I will see you in the next one. Happy Autism Awareness Month. Bye.